Hello, I'm Aman, and these are my colleagues, Nida and Sweny, and we did our research on this stuff. So for an overview of the business, the location that we studied is the north side of San Antonio, and it was located on US Highway 281 North. Wingstop is an American restaurant chain specializing in chicken wings, although they do sell other items too, such as chicken tenders. This restaurant is a popular location for people of all ages, so you can see lots of adults, young teens, young adults, and families there. They specialize in 11 different flavors of wings, along with sides such as bun, corn on the cob, fries, veggie sticks, etc. And most of the locations are sort of themed in a 1930s, 1940s pre-aviation theme. So here we have some pictures of the interior and exterior of the location that we studied. On the top left, we have a picture of the menu, which is located inside the store. In the middle on top, we have a picture of some seating, which is same inside, and you can also see parts of the kitchen where your food will be made. On the top right, we have a picture of some more seating, and then you can also see in the corner up top there's a TV, which a lot of people just use to watch games or just relax and drink something. On the bottom left, we have a picture of the exterior of the Wingstop, and then to the left of the Wingstop, you can actually see that there is a nutrition shop and a pawn shop. On the bottom right, you have some more pictures of the interior, and you can see the seating and the register. And then also, if you look closely on the table, you can see the theme of 1940s pre-aviation that I was talking about earlier. So for the description of the community, more than half of the constituents of Stone Oak are white, making up 52.5% of the total. 31.5% are made up by Hispanic people. 5.2% are Black, 8.7% are Asian, and 1.8% are mixed race. So the large amount of Hispanics are largely due to San Antonio's Hispanic roots and prominent tourist destination. And so Stone Oak has a pretty high average income for its families, so that is also a good thing. And so the target market is families and teens catering to the interests of adults as well. But the thing is that there are a lot of apartment complexes and surrounding the Wingstop and throughout Stone Oak in general. So that is also another good thing, since more residential areas means more families, and more families means more customers for Wingstop.
The research methods that we used was secondary research to obtain statistics and facts that could not be absorbed through interviews. We also used personal experience to understand the business through a firsthand experience for its customer service, food options, and overall atmosphere. We also had an owner interview to understand and obtain more personal information that could not be absorbed through experience or discovered online, as well as a competitor interview to assess the competition in the surrounding area, and a customer survey to understand and determine how customers would feel about customer service, products, and their current promotional activities. So for the secondary research, we used Google and Yelp reviews to learn about the customers' opinions, and discovered that Wingstop received a 4.2 out of 5-star review summary from 321 Google reviews. A majority of these reviews were positive, describing their stellar service and unique flavors, but there were also a few negative reviews about the product being overpriced or someone encountering a bad experience at the shop. We also utilized online sites for statistics about the surrounding area, and the Instagram for Wingstop, as well as its Facebook. For a personal experience, we conducted a visual analysis of the store and observed the various wing flavors and types that were also tasted, as well as the method of preparation that was seen, to form an opinion on the business through an eyes of a typical customer. Additionally, we conducted a manager interview since the owner was very busy with other locations, and communicates with corporate, we decided that it'd be best to conduct a manager interview to understand how this particular location was doing. So we discovered that this location makes $110,000 per month and that its business wasn't very affected since during the pandemic, many people became increasingly using services like DoorDash to order Wingstop. But however, despite this, there was still an effect through the pandemic. And then we also conducted a competitor interview with the owner of Buffalo Wild Wings, who believes that they have a comparative advantage over Wingstop since they have a larger space for customers as well as a large amount of flavors compared to Wingstop. Lastly, the customer survey was also conducted, and we discovered that the customers are very aware of the social media that Wingstop has to offer, but most of them are only active on Instagram and not the Facebook or their website. The key findings. So for the key findings, we discovered that there's a fairly online presence. So Wingstop has an Instagram, it also has a Facebook, it also has a website where they display their various flavors, prices, and the special deals that they have going on. Wingstop has a reputation as a very popular restaurant chain since there's so many Wingstops all over the world in many locations throughout this area. And this particular location is very well known since it's been open for many years and is in a very good location with many people surrounding it. However, Wingstop does not have a customer loyalty program like its competition does, and so it has no way to provide like rewards for customers who constantly keep returning to Wingstop, which is a very important thing to have. The sales have remained near the same in the past 6 months despite the coronavirus pandemic, which I stated earlier, but there is still an important need to increase their sales and do better.
Okay, so for the proposed activities and timelines, I just want to start off by saying the timeline is tentative based on how the coronavirus pandemic goes over the next few months. The first thing we thought about was pretty straightforward. We would have a simple giveaway using social media, which would hopefully push more people to go follow their Instagram account and stay connected to Wingstop more than they are right now, because they have the chance of winning a $50 gift card or, you know, reduced prices, etc. And we would do that once a month, so it's not super costly. And then another thing we thought of was the creation of a concrete customer loyalty program. Through my competitor interview, we found out that Buffalo Wild Wings actually has a great customer loyalty program, which gives them a pretty big advantage over Wingstop. And if Wingstop came up with a similar program, it would be really beneficial to their business as well. And customers would feel like they need to come back to earn more points that are redeemable for certain purchases or food items in the future. So that's definitely a pull factor. And then another thing we thought of was establishing a discounted football night on Thursdays. And that could be, you know, once a month or once a week, depending on how much the costs come out to be. So how it would work is a group comes in to watch the football game on the TVs, and the group can put in individual guesses about who they think or which team they think is going to win the game. So if the majority of the group has made a correct guess, the entire group earns a 15% discount on their meal. Otherwise, they have to pay the full price. And that's another thing that would hopefully pull customers to actually come to the location after the pandemic is over. Lastly, we have the Impossible Wing Challenge. You have to eat 5 super spicy wings. If you do it successfully within like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you get to see your face on the wall of fame, and you don't have to pay for them. Otherwise, you pay for them. That's another idea. And then finally, we have costs and the return on investment. So we would have the giveaway, the large digital screen, which is a one-time cost. And you can see there's a huge jump in profit from 1 year to the next. So thank you.